Good morning. My name is Patricia Van Haren, and I'm a family law attorney. Many people want to know what the first step is in the divorce process. So the first step in order to get a divorce in California is to file a divorce petition. And what that is a document which sets forth your request for a divorce. When one spouse wishes to end their marriage, they must file the divorce petition in order to start the process of ending the marriage. It is irrelevant if one spouse does not agree to end the marriage. California is a no-fault state. The reasons for divorce are irreconcilable differences, and that can be sufficient grounds for requesting a divorce. There are other reasons, such as incurable insanity of the other spouse, but that's not really used in most cases. In order to file for a divorce in California, you must have lived here for at least 6 months prior to filing. And in the county you wish to file, you must be a resident there for at least 3 months immediately prior to filing for divorce. If you haven't lived in the state, you may be able to file for legal separation and then convert it to a dissolution once you've had time living in the state for the courts to have jurisdiction over the marriage. Only one spouse is required to petition for the marriage to be dissolved. The courts don't allow someone to force another spouse to stay in the marriage. In your petition, the spouse filing will put general information regarding the marriage, such as whether or not they're filing for a dissolution or a legal separation. The process for a legal separation is substantially the same as the process for a divorce. However, at the end, when there's a final judgment on legal separation, the parties will remain married. If the parties have any children, the petitioner would list the children's names and the type of legal or physical custody they are requesting. They would also put whether or not they're requesting that the other spouse has visitation with the children or they have visitation with the children. The divorce petition would indicate the date of marriage and the date of separation. The date of separation is the date that one of the parties expressed an intention not to remain married and then acted upon that intention. The petitioner will also indicate whether they're requesting spousal support or whether they wish to have the court order that their spouse cannot receive spousal support, or if they want to reserve the right to spousal support at a later date. The petition also gives the opportunity to request attorney fees from your spouse or to request that you be responsible for paying attorney fees. This does not mean that your spouse will be required to pay your fees, but is merely preserving your right to ask for those during the divorce process. After you've filed your divorce petition with the court, you will have to personally serve your spouse. Or if you serve the petition by mail, your spouse must sign a form to acknowledge they have received the divorce petition. If they do not sign that form, then you will need to have your divorce petition personally served. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to shoot me over an email or give me a call.